What's up, everybody? Welcome to Heresy Financial. My name is Joe Brown, and today is Monday, one day before the big election. And so what I'm going to do in this video is provide a little bit of my thoughts and my expectations for tomorrow, what will happen in the election, and then what will happen as a result to the markets, to gold, Bitcoin, stocks, etc. Ready? Let's dive in. So more and more, it seems that we are having the markets price in a lot more volatility or a lot more uncertainty than what we are likely to get. And it seems as if the markets are fully expecting and fully bracing for impact on basically the worst case scenario. And in terms of the markets is what I mean by the worst case scenario. So that would be, Congress split. We don't get a blue sweep or a red sweep either direction. We end up with more gridlock, and paired with that, we get a contested presidential election. Now, I think that's the worst case scenario for the markets, in which case we would see a big market sell-off. The last time we had a contested election, the markets dropped about 5% before they bottomed and then continued their rally from there. But politically, it does seem like the stakes are just a little bit higher this time, and especially with the fact that we would probably not have high hopes of seeing any sort of a stimulus bill to bail out corporations that are filing for bankruptcy or continue any sort of unemployment aid or have any sort of continuation on eviction moratoriums. And so you might see some homelessness, you might see some massive income drops, you might not see any sort of a stimulus check hit households. And so with that sort of scenario, markets are looking at that and thinking, hey, this might be the worst case scenario. Now, here are my expectations. That won't happen. Could that scenario happen? Yes. It just doesn't seem like the most likely scenario to me. And even if it does happen, it looks like the markets are already bracing for impact for something like that to happen. So will we get a little bit of a sell-off or a big drop in the markets from that? Quite possibly. I'm not saying that can't happen. I'm just saying it doesn't look like that's going to happen because markets and investors are already prepping for that and basically expecting for that to happen. What that means is that if we get any scenario other than that, it should be bullish for the stock market. Whether we get a blue sweep or a full red sweep, no contested election, and the same kind of split that we have in Congress right now between the left and the right, any scenario other than the first worst case scenario that I outlined looks bullish for the stock market. Add on top of that the fact that politicians aren't worried about winning an election again, and so you don't have the same political pressures that you do in an election year. It makes it a little bit easier for cooperation to happen without looking like you're the weak one or without looking like you're giving up ground to the other party. Now, you might be asking, how would the markets view positively something like a blue sweep where you'd have a much higher chance of giant hikes on taxes, whether it's personal income taxes or whether it's corporate taxes, capital gains taxes, whatever it might be? You might be asking, why would the markets look favorably upon that? And quite honestly, the answer is expectations. It's really hard for the market to price in uncertainty because it's by definition uncertain. You don't know what the outcome will be. But even a bad outcome that you're certain about is easier for the markets to start to handle than uncertainty. And to be honest, either way, whether we get, a big red sweep or a big blue sweep, there's going to be a lot more money, a lot more stimulus, a lot more government spending either way. Maybe they'll be spent in different ways. They'll probably be spent in different ways, but either way, there's a lot of new money that's going to be created by the Federal Reserve, and that money is going to go into the hands of the federal government, and it's going to be spent into the economy. That pushes asset prices up. That's bullish for gold. That's bullish for stocks. And the more this happens, the more the dollar is getting destroyed, which means people look for alternatives to the dollar, meaning that inevitably more and more people find out about the benefits of Bitcoin. And so it is bullish for Bitcoin as well. Not directly because of inflation, because Bitcoin doesn't go up as a result of the dollar going down, similar to gold. Bitcoin right now is still driven just by people finding out and learning about it and adopting it. It's not being driven by fiscal policy or monetary policy. And finally, the last reason why I'm bullish about the stock market post-election is simply because of how much cash there is on the sidelines right now. Everybody and their mother is waiting for the election to happen to say, I'm just going to wait to see how things turn out. And I'm keeping my cash on the sidelines because I'm uncertain right now. That's what I'm talking about this uncertainty. You'd rather be certain about a bad outcome than uncertain about any outcome. And so there's so much cash on the sidelines right now. Everybody's waiting to see what the outcome is going to be before they decide how to invest. And so regardless of what the outcome is, that gives investors a lot more certainty. All this means that what I'm bracing for is tomorrow, Tuesday, a sell-off, even a severe sell-off in the markets. I wouldn't be surprised to see the S&P 500 drop to 3,200 by the end of the day. And then I expect a monster rally to start on Wednesday. Now, could I be wrong about this? Absolutely. And so that's why I always hedge my bets. I've got that way if I'm wrong, I'm not losing. I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket. I'm hedging my bets. I'm protecting myself. And if you'd like to learn how to use options effectively to hedge a portfolio or to be able to time bets on what, thinking it's going to go one way during a short amount of time and then another way during a long amount of time, and you want to limit the amount of money you put into a bet like that, or you want to learn some of the other complex strategies that give you more agility in the stock market, my new advanced options course is out. You've heard me talk about it for a while. It is on sale. This is the last week that it is on sale, the last couple of days here. $47 right now. Link is in the description below. So many of you have jumped on it already, and I thank every single one of you who has purchased the course already. And so don't miss out, $47 for this week only. And the last thing I want to actually ask you guys, would you be interested in me doing a live stream tomorrow evening while the election results are coming in to kind of give some analysis about what's coming in and what the markets and the futures are doing as a result? If you'd be interested in watching that, and enough of you are, then I'll probably do a live stream tomorrow night. So in the comments section of this video, let me know if you'd be interested in me doing a live stream to cover the election results as they're coming in. It won't be so much political. It will be more geared towards looking at the economy and markets. No matter what happens, I think it's safe to say that it should be at least a little bit exciting. So stay safe. Let me know if you'd like me to do the live stream in the comments section below, and I'll see you in the next one. I really appreciate you guys. Have a great day.